Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture. Today we're going over the Scottish DJ called Calvin Harris and his sixth album called Funk Wave Bounces Volume 2. So I love this DJ. I love him so much. I followed him since his first album when I came across um, Mary Making at My Place. Love it. I was like, ooh, I love this funky sound. I love the disco kind of sound. And then when he came out with I Create Disco, loves it even more. So then just over time, just kept track with him and him exploring the EDM space and going further and further into it, but also showing you that he can do a couple other things too. I would like to point out, and then he did Motions, which was a nice, the heaviest EDM one he's ever done. And then that was in 2014, and then literally in 2017 he completely switched it up. He's like, I am doing funk. I'm going funk. I'm giving you summer. I'm giving you hip hop. I'm giving you R&B. I'm giving you all of it. And guess what? All the people that you love that does this is going to be on the track as well. So you got Snoop Dogg. You got oh my god, I just went complete blank. You got Pharrell, you got Ariana Grande, all these different people coming through, Kehlani, like, just coming through and doing their own, like, put their own stink to the music, and it just works so well. So I loved it. It was a great summer album. And then I was thinking in my head, I was like, okay, is there anything else going to come out? Is he going to do this each year throughout the summer, which release something? And he didn't for a couple of years. And then he came out this year with a second volume, which I'm so excited. When I saw the announcements for it, I was so excited. So in this album, though, he also switches it up again, still giving you funky, but this one has a bit of a disco sound to it. And I did not think that you could mix. Well, I did thanks to Beyonce, but I did not think you could mix summer with disco in that way. Like, disco kind of reminds me of like the nightlife at like summer nights maybe, but he turned it on us to make it feel like it's not only you can disco not only at night but in the daytime as too. So I love that. I will say that I was listening to the album, then it went into a playlist, and it played a song called School that came off of his 2012 album 18 Months. That actually was, it feels like that was like the hint of what's to come in the future. And I feel like no one, like, including me, like, listened to that. Like, I heard it and was like, it's funky, and moved on. But hearing it again after almost a decade, I'm like, wow. Yeah, it's been a decade since that album came out. Um, it's so like, wow, there's the mirror. There was the hint way back. So this album is really nice. I do want to say that there's some songs just like Funk Wave that I had to grow into. Um, some songs that that really let you ride the beat before it comes in, and sometimes just like will stay like this the whole time, and you have to just be in the right mindset for it. So like New Money featuring 21 Savage, I do like the song. It grew on me over time, but it just felt like it went on and on and on and on. Just like, is the song done? Because it feels like it's saying like this, and he's saying like this with his rapping. There's no up levels or anything. Like, that's what it felt like it was going on. I was like, okay. But now I like it because I listened to it in the right moment where I was outside and just chilling out, and I literally heard it and was like, okay, I get it. It's supposed to come to you. You're supposed to just hear it, not search out for it, kind of thing. And then Potions was another one where it came out with the first single to this album, and I literally was just like, okay, this is very boring, and it doesn't make it right when she's like, late night conversations, and and I was like, wow, that's really bland. But over time I started liking it, and I was like, okay, this is good for when you're laying out next to the pool and it just happens to come on, you're just feeling that vibe kind of thing. But I end up liking it too. Dua Lipa does a great job, so does Young Thug. Woman of the Year, love Woman of the Year. Stefflon Don and Chloe and Leray Oh my god. Amazing. Amazing. All of them did a great job, and it just blended so nicely. I almost thought that Koi and Koi and Chloe were like, I kind of confused them. I was like, oh, is this you? Oh no, that's not you. This is you. Oh, this is you now, kind of thing. It worked so nicely. Obsessed with Charlie Puth and hopefully I pronounced this right. Shinsia. I love Shinsia. I think she's great. Charlie Puth, the thing about him that I don't really understand what's happening, and it just in my head I feel like I'm not really big on his voice. I do like his music. I do like his words. I like his lyrics. Lyrics are on fire, but his voice, his vocals range, or his vocals kind of piss me off sometimes because it feels like it's leaning towards a direction and not just giving us the voice that he naturally gives. And it just, like, it felt like he kind of lost himself into a very, what's that guy's name from the Doobie Brothers? I feel like you would know what I'm talking about, but it's like the one that sings like a sad puppy. I can't remember his Michael McDonald. I feel like he's leaning into that space, and I feel like it's like, yeah, I get it. You're kind of leaning to like kind of make it sound like that, but we don't need that, you know, or at least or lean further into it so we know that you're purposely doing this kind of thing. But yeah, I didn't really care for the song, but I love Cynthia. She killed it. New to you, Disco Magic. Complete Disco Magic. I never had a song that was just like, at first I was like, ooh, this is really taking a long time to grow. But after a while, you start kind of visualizing slowly that you're on a dance floor. It's the 70s and doing a complete just turning and dancing, and just glitter is just falling from the sky, and you're into your beautiful afro as you're just dancing it out. Like, it's a complete vibe. And I love everybody in it. Did a great job. Tinashe completely carried the whole thing because she was first. She was first and she killed it. She's like, oh, I'm gonna set this straight. Ready or Not, thought it was okay. Stay With Me has to be my favorite song off of this. Stay With Me with Justin Timberlake. Thank you for coming back. Halsey literally just was a check for her, I guess, because she she just knows how to do things effortless, because she was like, hey, it's a mess out there. Like, I was like, what? Like, you know, yeah, I guess, yeah, this is so nonchalant, but I love the nonchalantness of her. Just like it's a fucking just like, whatever, I'll sing this note, no. Like, it's nothing to her, and I love that. Pharrell kills it, of course. When Pharrell and Justin Timberlake come together, it's magic. It's instant hit. I love it, and I love when it falls into part 2, where it just continues the party. Oh, I wish they would have Justin Timberlaked it and just like, fuck it, it's all in one song kind of thing, because it's very 911 from Lady Gaga from the Chromatic, the second one, where when it's just like, fuck, but I want to hear that full climb into it, just make the song all together kind of thing. So sometimes I'll hear the part 2 by itself, and it's like, shit, no, I want to hear the whole thing. Yeah, so I really like it. Somebody else, thought it was okay. Nothing More to Say, which, with Black and, Donae. I do like it. It does hit that space with 21, with the New Money, where it gets a bit boring, but there's certain words and stuff that's said that you're like, okay, now I'm back in. Live My Best Life with Snoop Dogg and Leto. Oh my god, Snoop Dogg just knows how to set the tone. This is a complete Snoop Dogg song, and I felt like Calvin Harris knew that, and he's like, I'm gonna make it specifically in your type of space, where it's smoke haze and just sinking into the couch and looking fucking just amazing. Maybe even being naked, because he's like, best titties. So yeah, if it was me, I'd just be completely just titties out and just like kind of smoking it out kind of thing. It's a complete fantasy, and I love it. Then it goes into Lean On Me with Swae. I don't know what it is, but Swae just gets me every time. Like, he could have the most boring song ever, or just literally come in for 5 seconds, and I'm glued to what he does. Yeah, he does a great job with this song. Day Ones with Pharrell and Pusha T. Pusha T is killing it. Pusha T is literally an icon. But he killed it, and Day One's just great. Talking about the Day Ones, staying with the people that have been around you since day one. I do like this album. I can't tell I like the first volume better than this one, because I feel like they both sound a little bit different than the other one. But I will say that I really do like this album. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Because there's some great highs, but there's some kind of bland lows too. Leave a comment below, tell me what you thought. If you like the album, let me know. If you didn't like the album, let me know. If you have a favorite song, let me know that too. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe button, notification button, so you get more of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.